Hello there, welcome back to the one car SHAR challenge. And here we are with a brand new part. Let me go into double speed. And there we go, and we're off. Now this time we're using the Honor Roller, the level 2's starting vehicle. A pretty good car, slightly faster than the family sedan. Definitely weaker, but with some pretty good handling, 10 out of 10 handling. You can't tell though, because in the very first mission I am, as they say, chugging balls. But somehow, I'm not massively worried about this. I did get pretty bad there. You know, that happens a lot with me. I'm a bit stupid. Because the car was too close to the door, I accidentally entered the car again and not the door into the interior. Bit of a shame. Now, level 1, I don't think is going to be much of a problem. And we are going to skip straight past 1-2. Purely because, I mean, the family sedan got through okay. We don't need to see all of this rubbish. Pretty easy, but we will go straight to 1-3. Is it not office spaced? Is it office spaced? Who cares? Let's see how the Honor Roller does against the big scary limo. The limo is pretty weak, but this was I can tell you from memory, because I watched this video like early today. This isn't a good attempt. This is a pretty poor effort for the Honor Roller, and watching the footage back is quite sad. Quite sad. Even trying to go for T-bones, you'll see there just like it does way too much damage to my car and not really much damage to now the limo. To lose this mission, he has to get all the way to the power plant, which is fairly generous, but in some cases can be a little bit scary, especially when you're like me and you just can't drive seemingly. And we are going to smash him somewhere here. There we go. Quite a slow office spaced. 1-5 of course is just completely free. The rubber banding of the surveillance van is so silly that I really just don't think this is going to be much of a problem. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Excuse me, I'm burping. I'm talking too fast. It is driving on like a lunatic. It did get stuck a little bit. That is just to be expected in this mission. But, yeah. Let's skip this ahead. We don't need to see all this rubbish. We've done. Bone Storm. Let's see how well this goes. What could be an easy mission? And I can tell you what, I did an absolute schmoove here. Any time lost in 1-3 is instantly made up for this very quick 1-6. That's really impressive. I'm quite impressed with that strat, to be honest. That's really good. I don't know if that's what speedrunners do. I don't know how you really can guarantee that, but I mean, I ain't gonna complain. That was really nice. 1-7 is a little bit of a problem. I'll tell you why. It seems the Honor Roller can't actually go through here. I might have actually done it in the wrong place. I might have had to reverse into the dead center of it, but I gave it one attempt. With other runs, you will see that I'll do more attempts of that skip. Shame, the Honor Roller has to do the entire race legit, but if you can see here, we're already leaps and bounds ahead of Smithers. So, to be honest, not really much point even watching that race. Going on to 1-1. Well, it's not 1-1, 2-1, sorry. I mean, level 2 should be pretty free. This is the level of the Honor Roller, so the missions here shouldn't really be much of an issue. 2-1, as we saw. Very easy, very simple mission. Not a problem. The biggest challenge of the run was this wall here. I couldn't break through it, so that's a bit of a problem. That does, you know, it's like a frame perfect. You know, only like the TAS has been able to break that wall, but we'll ignore that and get back in the car and we'll go through the little shortcut. And it's all good. All good from here. We'll go to Moe's Tavern. We'll grab the fireworks and we will continue on our merry way to Snake. And then let's see what happens with the escape section here. I don't remember how it was with the sedan. I think it was quite abysmal. But we'll see what happens with the Honor Roller. Oh dear. Very bad. Look, so bad in fact, Mr. Wiggum's even appeared. That's a sign of a very bad 2-2. But not the worst. Not the worst. We managed to get rid of him quite quickly, quite easily. Now on to 2-3. Again, what usually is to most players quite a scary mission. It is indeed quite a troublesome little mission. We're going to see how well the Honor Roller does. And It's already doing quite a lot better than the family sedan was, I can tell you that much. I mean, really, this route here you take is like the only real route you can do for this mission. It's the best path to take. Now to 2-4, we do have the really boring follow section at the beginning. That is going to be a little bit crap. So I'm going to skip through this. This isn't really much of an issue. Look at this. Very, very boring. Now, moving on to the actual challenge of the mission being the race. We'll see how the race goes. Snake already got pelted by a taxi. Already not a good start. I got bummed by another taxi. And now it's time to do the shortcut. Let's see if the shortcut works. We're going to see. And unfortunately, I did something very stupid. Like, unbelievably stupid. I'm like, where the hell am I? I got sent so far back. I believe. I don't actually know where I am. But don't worry. But we've got to make up the time now. We've done a bit of a silly there. I think I drove too far before resetting, and that just put me in a very unfavorable position. But still, I was able to bring it back, and the game didn't crash. The game likes to crash in that mission, specifically at that point. But we got pretty lucky with it. Under 20 minutes. I think this is already doing quite a lot faster than the sedan was. Could be wrong. I don't remember. But this mission, 2-5, again, might be a little bit tricky for some. Not going to be particularly tricky for the might of the honor roller. That was a very, very clean slalom there. Not slalom, but going between the two vehicles. Very, very good. Keep driving, keep driving. Ooh, got all the roadkill. Smashed into a taxi, getting revenge for the previous mission. And the escape section with a poo, if I remember correctly, might not be tram, too loud. Might not be as bad as it was with the family sedan. That was not the best. Yep, there we go. That's the proper route to take. And very good. You don't have to drive all the way up to the hospital. You can just not even drive up to the fountain. And if you do that little snake around the back of the Krusty Burger, it's pretty much guaranteed that you're going to be very, very, very quick with an escape. I was going to say something else then. Very safe. That works as well. It's consistent. It's pretty consistent. I've never really had much trouble with it if I've done that method. Here comes 2-6. A long mission. Very slow. I didn't jump on top of the car. Because if you jump on top of the car and then press enter car, you teleport into the car, which is very, very fast. Very, very good. I believe... I know the Saints Row games work like that as well. I think some of the old GTA games do. I think up to GTA 4, it does the same thing where if you stand on top of the car and press enter, you will just snap into the vehicle, which is very, very nice. I mean, yeah, this mission here is so good that I'm talking about Saints Row and GTA. So I mean, very different. Other people were like, "This is GTA, but for kids." Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't want to be one of those people. But I was playing GTA when I was a kid, so we'll ignore that. We'll completely ignore that. And that is 2-6 done. Very easy mission. But now time for destruction missions, and that could be quite troublesome for the honor roller. Not the most powerful of cars, and I'm not the most precise of people, considering I completely missed the cell phone car and hit another car. Very, very bad. Very bad of me, actually. Going for the T-bone. Make sure to hit him from the side. Got to be careful. This car is particularly quite frail. It has 3 out of 10 toughness and not 5 out of 10 like the family sedan does. Even though there's other vehicles that we will be using in the starting vehicles, the starting 7, that also have 3 out of 10 toughness. But they don't seem to have as big of a trouble as the honor roller. The honor roller seems to be more lightweight. I mean, it makes sense because isn't it like a soapbox car? But hey ho. I don't think this will be nearly as fast as it was with the sedan, but still not bad. Not bad. Don't know what blew up the second car then. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. Go for car number 3, see how it goes with him. I mean, this mission isn't really much of a problem. There's so much time to play with, and the fact that you get more time after blowing up a car, you get like a minute and a half after blowing up a car or something, or at least like a minute or something. It's pretty good. This car can be quite annoying because of the route it takes. It's the one I struggle with the most. Even though none of them, I think, are really faster than the others. It's just this one is a bit more troublesome. Although saying that, I am kind of schmoving through it. That was a fairly quick acceleration. It was a lot faster than I remembered. Not a problem with that. Let's skip ahead to 3-1 Nerd Race Queen. A nerd race that is a hell of a lot easier in vanilla. Hell of a lot easier than 2-3. And yeah, not really much of a problem here. Look how far ahead we are in the honor roller as well. Still can't seem to really make that jump like the sedan, which is a bit of a problem, but we're looking pretty good. 29 minutes and we're in level 3. Not bad. It's not bad for the little honor roller, is it? Saying that we've got through that much. Although we are now entering the more difficult missions of the game, especially with level 3. And with these challenge runs, level 3 is where that's where like sort of tricycles become bicycles, if you know what I'm saying. Where bicycles become BMXs and where BMXs become motorbikes. It's one of those levels. It's when the game starts to get pretty hard, and especially for the one-car SHAR challenges. You're level 1, level 2 you can get through without really much problem, but level 3 you're gonna have some troublesome missions here. Clueless isn't really a troublesome one. Neither really is 3-1 Nerd Race Queen, but definitely 3-3 quite troublesome. 3-5 can also be quite problematic. 3-6 is scary as well, but I mean, okay, maybe not the worst. Maybe not the worst level 3, but it's when it picks up and it's when you kind of start to realize, is this car any good, yes or no? So now is the deciding one, 3-3. How does the honor roller fare against this pretty tricky mission that the sedan only barely managed to beat? Well, we don't get the trick, and I'm playing like absolute garbage, to be honest. Pretty abysmal start. We are getting some things. Cletus is knocking over every single lamppost. Very good strat from Cletus. Very smart. But yeah, trying to get him to drop shit is pretty annoying. Ooh. We can get a couple from that. Should have really gotten more from that, but hey ho. I'm not complaining. We yeah, we're not doing too bad. Not doing too terribly bad in this one. The honor roller is just a little bit faster. That it can slightly easier keep up with the pickup truck, and yeah, definitely a slightly faster 3-3. Not the worst. Not the worst. Skipping ahead to 3-4. Let's see how the honor roller deals with a bit more destruction missions. A bit more destruction missions? That doesn't make any sense, does it? This car is, I mean, that's pretty much free as a car, to be honest. That's a free one. Now, driving over to the second one and the third one. The third one's pretty easy. The second one can be a little bit troublesome, but to be honest, there's plenty of chances to destroy them. It's more actually 3-7. The limo, if you don't get the skip, then you may have a little bit of a worrying time trying to destroy the limo. Had to go and heal there with a wrench. Let's chase him down. Let's see what happens. I mean, I'm figuring this out with you guys. I don't remember what happened. I mean, I know I probably beat the mission, but ooh, interesting. This guy's gonna go somewhere here. This is a good one. Yeah, he can just completely get stuck. So I won that one quite quickly because of luck. Don't know how that works. I'm not complaining. I mean, it's not like it's the hardest mission, but like, I'm quite amazed that. Anyway, 3-5. This mission is pretty tricky. It's pretty nasty. Snake's fast. The drops can be particularly random, and some of them particularly nasty as well. And that is one of the worst places to drop it, right in front of the wall. Very bad. And I think we get quite a late drop. That would have been very risky. If I was just a little bit to the left, I would have failed. I would have completely failed the mission. Because I still had to keep up with Snake. So I couldn't have just drove back and had another jump. So, oof. Could have been a fail. A second try maybe. But no, we got away with it. Very, very lucky as well. 3-6. Again, another fairly tricky mission for some people. And for me included, I should say. I'm not a god. I'm not that good at this game. But this is a pretty tricky mission, is 3-6. The time limit's not very nice. The fish are in some pretty tricky places, and you gotta be quite fast with this. Oh, I'm thinking of 4-3 with a really tricky placement to the ketchup packet. Either way, definitely can be a bit of a tricky one for new players. Can be a tricky one. But the honor roller, which is much slower than, I mean, the game expects you to do it in the Malibu Stacy car, a much faster vehicle. But the sedan managed to do it with, you know, not really much problem. And the honor roller seems to be doing the same, to be honest. I'm quite proud of these cars. I'm quite proud of them. They're doing really well. Just like the sedan, it did fail the jump at the end. But here we are. 40 minutes, just gone 40 minutes. And we'll see how well it does against the limo. Ooh. Ooh, I'm doing this route. Interesting. And it was completely pointless because I could have got the initial damage at the beginning. That's what initial means. And smashed him into the wall. I didn't do that. I didn't manage to get him into the... That's pathetic. I didn't manage to get him into the trick at all. Oh dear. Oh dear. And this is why this can be a pretty problematic mission. The limo it's quite tanky. It really is quite a tanky little vehicle. I say, well, little. It's quite big. It's quite big actually. It's a limo. And we can see here, like, I just can't push it into anything meaningful. Like, there's not much I can do. I'm like, oh, what do I do? I'm sucking ass. I'm blowing up, and then I think of the suicide bomb strategy, where I blow up my car and then destroy the opponent's car. You can do that. I think I do use that trick in one of the runs I've recorded. I can't remember. That could have been really bad. That's almost what happened. That is what happened with the sedan, almost. Except it just, like, kind of grinded along the edge. Did like a... Yeah, and escaped. But we just managed to get it into the trick. Get it stuck down there. It'll go back and forth and back and forth. And there we go. Second try. Not bad. Should have been a first try, but, you know, we'll take it. We'll take it. It's not the worst thing to lose on. We have to lose on some missions, at least, you know, otherwise it just looks a bit crap if we get through the whole thing without really failing. I'm sure people will be like, how come you didn't fail on 10 to kill? That's the hardest mission in the game. It's like, it is definitely tricky. And with some of these bad cars, will definitely be a pain in the arse. But we'll see. 4-1? This bit here? Yeah, we'll skip this boring bit. Let's get to the good bit. Ah, the good bit. The donut truck. What's going to happen here? Is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? I mean, the driving looks particularly quite rough. And, yeah, I'm not really doing the greatest here. Not the worst, but it is a little bit of a mess. Ooh, very, very nice. And then we drive through here. Get a bit of a slightly quick drive back. 4-1, level 4. Not really worried about anything in level 4, to be honest. Except for Fall 7. From outer space, Call of Wars is Fall 6. That could be quite annoying, having to deal with 3 massive cola trucks. That could be quite scary. But let's see. I've just realized that kind of how sort of weird this mixing is. You've got like really nice bossa nova, and then you've got like double speed Simpsons hit and run, and me talking like a I don't know. I'm not talking that fast, but I'm talking slightly fast. I'm in two minds. I'm trying to keep up with the visuals, but also relax with the vibes of bossa nova. But here we are. 4-2. Not really much of a problem, is it? I can't imagine. Yeah, he got stuck. That's pretty typical. We will lose some time just because of... I mean, it's not my fault. It's just the AI not being able to drive properly. I tell you, I'd hold my hands up to that, but really what am I holding my hands up to? The fact that the AI sucks shit? Yep. That just happens. That's just That's life. Let's skip ahead to something more interesting. A bit of a trickier mission. 4-3. This is a pretty scary mission in the base game. Definitely quite scary. Forgive me, I'm pouring myself some orange juice. Don't know why you need to know that. I'll tell you anyway. We're all friends here. So this mission, pretty balls, pretty nasty. Don't massively like it, to be honest. But hey ho, it is what it is. Let's see what happens here. Oh, that's a bit of an idiot move, isn't it? Look, I missed that. Can't believe that. Reset the run. Reset the run. But we keep going because we've got more than enough time to make this stupid, horrible jump at the end. And, yep, I am an idiot. Went way too slow up that. Way too slow. Second try. Okay, pretty good, pretty good. Dodge the chase sedan. This is a pretty easy section, to be honest. And, ooh, I'm driving quite well, actually, quite fast. Nice, I can make the jump. Dump truck. A garbage truck. Yep, ridiculous. Does not like me at all. Now let's see what happens here in 4-4. The most dangerous mission of all. The most difficult. Takes me about 5 hours to get into the car. That's a good start. Look at Mr. Wickham. He's proper zooming ahead. Idiot. Then he gets stuck. Oh, I remember this bit. This is embarrassing. Look at this. Look at this. I could just drive around him, but nope. Nope. Had to keep ramming him back and forth. Pretty embarrassing, but there we go. 4-4. Not really a mission I'm ever going to be scared of. Truthfully. I mean, there may be some cases where I might be scared of it, but it's unlikely. It's unlikely. 4-5, also a mission I probably won't ever be scared of because... oh, I'm hiccuping now. Not the worst mission. Just a long mission. Don't really like that. I don't really like it being a long mission. It just means it's a bit boring. I don't believe we get two-cycled with this. I actually didn't realise it was Homer we got two-cycled with, the sedan. I thought it was the Honor Roller or the Stacy we got two-cycled with. Have I actually clarified that I have recorded 7 of these so far? I've done all 7 starting vehicles, because I figured, I mean, what better vehicles to start with for this series than the 7 starting vehicles? Sure. But yeah, I didn't think I'd actually be doing these all in like 1x1s, but I suppose so. And there we go. We've got a 1 cycle. Very good, very good. I believe with another one, I think it might have been a 70 sports car. I think I got a 2 cycle. But then I can't remember, because I wouldn't know, because I thought it was this one I got a 2 cycled with. Nope. We will skip the cutscene, because as funny as Crop Circles is, we're going to have to skip ahead to... oh no, it's the end of the video. I'm going to have to change tape. Which one am I on now? This one? That's an hour. Golly. Bloody hell. Alright. This is going to be quite a lengthy little video, isn't it? Oh, we're only 23 minutes. That's not that bad. Cola caper? This idiot? What's going on here? What's going on with this mission? I actually need to have that over there. Sorry, I've been thrown off. Didn't realise it was capturing the thing at the bottom. Very strange. So how's this gonna go? Answer: probably not well. I don't really have the weight to be pushing this guy around, and in the words of Bob from Tekken 7, speed and weight! That is what this game comes down to. Is a car fast? And does it have the good weight that it needs to push around these big boys, these big vehicles? It will really help them in 4-7 and in Quick Cash 5-6. Really, really help them speed up those missions. And you gotta be careful, you only have 2 minutes to destroy these guys, and they're quite tanky. They're quite big. This one's generally not too bad, but you want to try and destroy him ideally somewhere around here. Like when he crashes into this, you want to destroy him with that. And I seldom do, which is not really a good thing. And he's completely overtaken me. Very impressive. Ooh, close. Close turn. I almost died then. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. He's taking his sweet time. I believe I failed this mission. Did I fail it with the sedan? I think I did. I don't remember. I should do. I did the. I should remember. I watched the video a few hours ago. Someone did the commentary. Oh well. Let's see how well this goes. Oh dear. I'm smoking. I've got to take the wrench. I've actually blown up trying to grab that wrench before. Hitting those boxes, those like air conditioning units or whatever they are. Crazy. They've got more weight than the average kind of obstacle, which is quite funny. Oh, we're getting pretty far in, to be honest. I can't really push him into anything. And if he collides with a car, it doesn't actually damage him, I don't believe. It just damages the cars. This is looking pretty bad. Oh, I think I do fail this. Yeah, I do. That's really abysmal. Okay, let's skip ahead to our next attempt with this guy. Oh, we're looking a bit better. Looking a bit better here. This might be it. Second try. This is a pretty long mission to have to redo, though, especially if you fail on the third truck. And again, with my rule, I'm not allowed to reset missions. I can't reset a mission. If I'm sucking ass, I have to go through and time out the entire thing. Not that it really matters with a mission like this. You probably would have to time it out anyway. But yeah, especially with my potential rule of... I mean, we'll see what happens if I actually have to, you know, reset something or do 10 attempts of a mission. I think 10 is probably the absolute maximum I'd allow myself. That's quite a lot of tries for a mission in this game. The missions in this game, they're not that hard. They're really not. Not when you've played it as much as I have, which probably is less than quite a few people. I imagine there's people who've definitely played this game a lot more than I have, but yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we must. For now, it comes down to getting stuck on that little lip. I always get stuck there. An hour 7, going into an hour 8 for 5-1. Okay, it's okay. How bad is this mission gonna be? This is a tricky one. This is when these one-car SHAR runs. This is when they start to really struggle. Is once they get to 5-1. Like as soon as they get to 5-1, it's like, oh my god, this is a hard mission. This is troublesome. The cola truck is fast. The drops. If you miss a drop in a slow car, you are screwed. Fascinating drop there inside the fire truck. Very, very good. Let's see what happens. I'm curious. I'm curious to see what happens. I'm curious to see how fast we go. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Ooh. Do I fail this one? I believe I fail. Yes, I clearly do because I played like a fool. Now, do I blame the honor roller or do I blame myself? I blame myself. I don't blame my tools. I blame the builder, and that's me. I sucked ass. I mean, the honor roller has maximum handling. Although, I do think the honor roller is a little bit slippy slidey for something that has 10 out of 10 handling. But we'll go ahead. I think the Family Center handles better, even though it has 8 out of 10 handling and not 10 out of 10. But we'll ignore that fact. We'll ignore that fact. I will still put that down. That is on me. But we're going to skip ahead because I believe I do win on this try. Oh, attempt, try, whatever I was going to say. Yes, indeed, we do. We do. Now, let's see what happens with 5-2. Get past the limo without getting smacked by him. Nice, not bad. Going around. Easy. There we go. Activate them. The bottom of the fountain. And that's an easy 5-2. Again, a mission that I don't think I should really have to ever worry about. I would be very surprised if there was a vehicle that struggled with 5-2. 5-3, it's pretty tight. You don't get a lot of time to get these things, but again, the slightest of touches will make him drop something. And that's pretty good. That was pretty nice. Gave me a lot of nappies there. Or diapers. depending on what you call them. But no, not pretty fast. 5-3, not bad. Not bad for the old on a roller. Oh, I can't just press forward. Is there like a hotkey? Control and right. That's stupid, man. Oh, yes, it indeed is. Is it control back? Oh, very good. So yeah, we got through the donuts, I'm assuming. That's not interesting. Sorry, I'm just playing around with the commands. That's very good. Now let's see how this goes. Do I fail this mission? Probably not. I mean, who knows? I might do. 500 cars might just spawn in front of me and I might just lose completely. Ooh. When they switch lanes. That's the most annoying thing in the world. Well, I'm being risky here. I'm actually following him. We're not doing the little trick. And that's good because it's actually way faster than having to mission warp. If you do that. Very, very good. This mission... What's this? 5-5? Yeah, it's crazy actually how fast... It's crazy how fast 5-2, 5-3, and 5-4 go. Such short missions. And then 5-5 comes along and it's like the length of all of them combined. It's so long. And again, I'll probably always say this. I will definitely repeat myself with these missions. Because, I mean, there might be new people who come in for just random parts and be like, oh, I only want to watch... I don't want to watch the entire series. I just want to watch, like, 1 or 2 specific vehicles. That's completely fine. It's completely fine. I'm going to be going over every single vehicle in the game. So... there's going to be something for somebody. You probably won't like me, but I mean, you can't really mute me, can you? Unless you put on like closed captions. But hey ho, we get a bit of a yawn, a bit of a weird thing there. I end up the camera does not like me and goes into the wall, and that loses me a little bit of time because I get disoriented. That does happen again, and it probably will happen more in the future, to be honest. But that's never happened to me before, I don't think. So, very, very odd. Go up here. One day I'll get that reverse correct. I have in the past, but I'm sucking ass a little bit here. But, I mean, look at that. Plenty of time to get back to the DMV. Because I DMC. What's DMC? Devil May Cry. Oh my god. I was supposed to be the one to fill your dark heart with light! What a good game. Is that in the first game? Is that in 3? Which game is that from? Maybe it's in 3. Who knows? Maybe it's in 1. Anyway, Snake! Snake! Liquid! From the end of MGS4. Classic. I quote those games, and I've barely played any of them. I own Metal Gear Solid 2. I own it physically. Because I got it for £1. No. It was £1 or £2 at a charity shop. Crazy. Was it that popular of a game, Metal Gear Solid 2? Who knows? What do I get here? Ooh, yeah, I go just straight for the jump. Have no faith in the honor roller. But, you know, not bad. It's okay. Here we are. Here we are again. Friends again. What's the Donkey Kong song? With the Cranky Kong and K. Rool. Now let's see how this goes. Ooh. Bit of damage, and here comes the onslaught. Oh dear. Oh dear, and we're already smoking. This is the problem. And this is the problem that for the families down somehow managed to work around by getting very, very lucky with it. I'm an idiot and take the completely wrong path that goes the opposite direction. I reset the car for some reason because I think I'm pressing the change camera options button. And here comes the long, grueling grind to try and destroy this big, massive bastard. And needless to say, I'm hiccuping and burping. It takes quite a while. Yep, we've skipped 2 minutes and we've done that little amount of damage. 2.5 minutes skipped. And yeah, this is quite bad. This is generally how it's probably going to be with quite a few cars. This is what happens with this mission. If you're too weak to actually maneuver and push this big thing around, this is just how it is. It's just this long problematic little mission at the end of level 5. So we could lose a lot of time there. The thing is, there is no time limit for destroying that thing. However, I do believe if you blow up your car, you do fail. I've never tested that, but because in the vanilla game, 5-6 is a forced car mission, and generally with the forced car missions, if you blow up your car, you fail the mission. So I assume it's the same with 5-6. And that fail condition does apply to the one car SHAR, the forced car challenge runs. Or the forced car challenge mod, sorry. I'm saying this like I made the mod. I'm glad someone had made the mod because I got into this because I watched Liquid Wi-Fi do it. And before, I don't think there was a mod. Before, I think it was like some... You had to proper like mess with the internals, which is quite strange. But yeah, no. I think at the very beginning, before that happened, he did just do like what Zenith did, where he just only played the missions that you could play through without, you know, not messing around with like forced car missions and stuff. But hey ho, look at this. We're having a pretty good 5-7. Not the best because he is being a dickhead and we have to chase him down here. Fine, but quite pleasant. What was I saying? I don't know. Probably something interesting. Who knows? probably not. There we go. Look, we got the car. That's nice. That's very good, isn't it? I'm actually trying to remember now what I was saying. Ugh. Golly, I don't remember. I've been talking for about like 30-40 minutes straight. I'm a little bit delirious. And it is about 11:30, so, you know. Ooh, quite a late one. Quite a late one. Don't tell my parents. Or do. Don't. I don't know. I think I'm old enough to decide whether or not it's a smart choice to be up this late. But who knows? Who knows? But this is pretty nice. What's this? 6-1? Hey, 6-1. This is an easy mission. Look at this. Not even a problem. Not even a problem for the mighty honor roller. He got the license plate. That's a good bonus. That's at least like 20 minutes taken off of the total time. But we are doing pretty good. Oh my god, we all did a lot. I was yawning earlier, and it was about like what, like 3 PM when I did the other one. I think I said actually in the video. Oh well, who cares? It's Itchy and Scratchy the movie. It's Barney in his blue suit. We did have a bit of trouble with this with the family sedan. It was a bit troublesome because we were very slow. We aren't much faster, and Krusty's limo is quite a speedy vehicle, so we're gonna see how this one goes, and I think we might lose this one actually. Let's skip to the actual race itself, and they are on my arse. This is not looking good. And bear in mind, this thing still can't make the jump. Do we make it first try? Do we do it? Oh, we do. That was a good jump, actually. Very good jump. Now, this mission we can just fucking skip, because this mission just sucks ass. Follow Frink around. It's the easiest fucking thing in the world. Doesn't crash this time. Nice. Well, I've got 26 minutes left. And we're on Duff for Me, Duff for You. This mission is going to be the bane of my existence with some of these cars. And we may get quite a few potential skips. And that's not very good. It's not very good at all, to be honest. And it is purely because of this initial drive up. I need to stop doing that laugh because it's reminding me of my favourite food YouTuber, Greeno Eats. He says, lying through his teeth. Who laughs after every comment he makes, and I do. I shouldn't do that because it really annoys me. But I'm a bit of a laughy, chuckly kind of dude. But anyway, let's not talk about Greeno Eats. Let's talk about Gary Eats. He's a good fella. If you guys don't watch Gary Eats, all 2 of you who watch my videos, if you want to watch Gary Eats, you should. I'm recommending him to you. He's a very pleasant man, and he's just very sweet and kind, and you must give him some love. All 2 people watching. Which one of them is going to be my favorite sibling? Hello, if it is you and you're watching this far, you're an idiot. Anyway, back to the run. This is a mission that exists. Let's skip this one. This is a bit boring. Also, that's just the drive back. It's not a problem. 6-5. Now, this mission could be quite tricky. Let's see how well I do with this. How well I do with Skin Rash. Skin Rash, are you going to be a problem? Ooh. Nice cheeky bit of damage. Not much damage. Not really much damage at all, to be honest. What did I just say about laughing? Oh my god. It's impossible. You've got to laugh sometime, don't you? Especially when you're watching Skin Rash just absolutely run circles around you. But he's being a bit of a prat. Done some damage to himself. You do have quite a lot of time in this mission. You got about like three and a bit minutes. It's not that bad. He will basically do like a full lap of the map. But we should be okay. We should be alright. I mean, with the sedan, we were quite close, I think, actually. It was about 10. Oh my god. Oh, I'm dying. I think we had about like 10 or so seconds left. Wasn't very good. But no, we are really... Yeah, we're really trying here. It's not looking fantastic, is it? That was pathetic. Oh my god. Let's see. I wish vehicle collisions. I get why when they climb into other vehicles they don't get damaged, because otherwise these missions would just be a joke. Because the vehicle density would just kill them. Yeah, 30 seconds left. Still quite, actually, a particularly quite slow 6-5. And now here comes everyone's favorite mission, Set to Kill. I like this mission a lot because it just is like balls to the wall. It's tough. It's you know, it is definitely a tricky mission. This bit's annoying. I mean, getting hit and run in this mission is nowhere near as bad as getting it in like the toxic waste missions. That's way worse. But you know, it's still not great. You haven't got a massive amount of time to lose. You have to be pretty speedy. But again, it's level 6. The game expects you to be using the Globex supervillain car. You have to buy that car before starting this mission, I believe. So, you know, that's a fast car. Or you could just use the Farini. It's more than fast enough. Did we do the tricky trick? Don't remember. Who cares? We might make it, to be honest. We might win first try. Is that our first try? Set to Kill? Proving that Set to Kill is just not that hard of a mission. I mean, yeah, we're not using anywhere near the worst car in the game, but we'll ignore that. There we go. Look, plenty of seconds to spare. This mission, as I think we're going to do with every single car from now on, even if they can do the race, I'm not doing the race. Even if it's faster to do the race, I will just take the consistency and do it in the other way. Because why not? I've done it for all the other cars. Might as well do it for every car. Make them just completely bypass this mission. Because this mission is way harder than Set to Kill. It's just that this one has a big massive cheese that just destroys the mission completely. And unlike in 1.7, it doesn't actually like block you from going the other way around. So you just get this option where there's no like tricky resetting and driving through walls and shit. It's just just drive the other way, and you're completely fine. Anyway, level 7. I'm not worried about anything in level 7. Level 7 doesn't worry me with these runs. The levels that worry me with the challenge runs are levels 5 and 6. They're the ones that make my balls tingle. And a little bit level 3. But mainly 5 and 6 are the ones that make me very, very scared. Also, I ain't got a choice with level 7. I have to be brave for it because you have to beat the final 3 missions. Now, I always knew that you couldn't skip 7-7. But I didn't realize that you also couldn't skip 7-5 and 7-6. Mainly because I never failed them. But I didn't realize that you couldn't skip the final mission. So I'm quite surprised. I learned that out like the other day. So crazy. You learn new things about old things. Oh well, this mission sucks. That's not really a new information, is it? I mean, the missions in level 7 do just kind of suck ass. They're just really boring. It's just drive back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Very, very dull missions. Really dull missions. Here's the same mission, but do it 3 more times, but they're slightly different. In 7.6 you have an escape section. In 7.7 you have a race and a little escape section that just is not difficult at all if you just do the right thing. Like, you can consistently just deal with the escape section in 7.7. It's just ridiculous. But now, this mission, I doubt it'll be too much of a problem. Look at us. No fear. All balls. Crashing into everything we see. I mean, we really should have fear, because if we get hit and run, we are screwed. Ooh. If those hearses breathe on us, we will lose. We will lose toxic waste. And that would be very, very scary. 7.4? What's going to happen here? Oh, looky. It's another really boring mission where we just drive to the other side of the map. Where's the challenge? Oh. 30 seconds later and the challenge is gone. The challenge of escaping the car. That's embarrassing, isn't it? Oh well. Look, we're climbing the thing. That's really good. Look, we're here. Standing on top of the wasp. Hey! Now let's begin 7.5. 1 minute 40 to get back to the playground. It's the same as 7.3. Well, that's how it is in the forced car mod, because of course in the vanilla game 7.3 is a forced car vehicle mission where you have to use the hover car. Don't know why I channeled Trisha Takanawa. Oh no, what's it? Is it Takanaka's? That's Masayoshi, isn't it? That's the cool guy who does all the poses, and just has beautiful music. Is it Trisha Takanawa? I think it is. Anyway, that was just a lot of rambling, because that mission was just boring and not a problem. Speaking of missions that are boring and not really much of a problem, let's have a look at 7.6 and see how well we do here. Again, we have to drive up to the thing, so we'll skip to the bit that's actually challenging when we have the toxic waste. And now the mission begins, so you just have a full goddamn like 2 minutes of just bullshit, and then you have the actual challenge of the mission. Because the escape section just... I mean, come on, let's be real, it's probably not a problem, is it? Now we are employing the trick. If you flick the camera so you make it look behind you and then forward again, by just pressing the button and releasing it, you can, if you're at the right distance from them, reset the pedestrians and the traffic in your path, which can be really good, especially when going through that trailer park section, and also when going through the boardwalk in levels 3 and 6. It's definitely will really help when doing some missions like Set to Kill, and especially these missions here, because you just don't want to get hit and run because of how dangerous the hearses are. And we will one day see the hearses. I mean, we might actually see them in this video, but we will see how bad the hearses can get. This race, though, we are going to skip because we are just pretty far ahead. And I mean, as you can see there, I didn't fail. We are definitely here, and now we begin the final journey back to the playground for the honor roller, and we'll see just how well it does and what time it gets in the end. But as you can probably guess, we might be a little bit faster than the family sedan. So pretty impressive stuff. And of course, as I mentioned before, I will have a scripted video where I go over like the grades and the tiers and stuff of the vehicles, because that's what it's all building up to a tier list video. Just like Joe again, to be honest, just building up to a tier list. Oh well, I like those. And here we are. I think that was a 2 hours, 2 minutes, and it was either 46 or 47 seconds. I can't remember, but either way, slightly quicker by just a couple minutes. Slightly faster than the family sedan. But the honor roller, I'm proud of it. It got through the game and the missions really without too much of a problem. Even with some hiccups. With some hiccups, definitely. And did suffer with the destruction missions. and some pretty poor driving on my behalf, but not a bad effort from this little thing. Is it the best car in the game? Oh no, absolutely not. Is it the worst? No. No. I would put this above the family sedan. Potentially. Probably not though, actually. Just because that car does have more armor. This doesn't, and I would. It's a bit of a tricky one with this. I want to put it above the sedan, but I don't think it's as good. I don't think it's as good as the sedan. I think the sedan is slightly better, even if it's a bit slower. I'll take the armor. I mean, you saw the sedan could get through everything without really much of a problem. So you know what, Honor Roller, I'm honored to have rolled with you. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get that in at the very end. And we'll see you guys next time.